I'm absolutely a lifelong Republican.
So there's
and no one
two
believes.
changes.
Well, yeah, you changed it back because it was an error.
No, it was two changes to the
Okay,
same party.
Monique, the people of Lafayette see through it.
And I voted for Trump both times. I've been on panels where
That
I've
was
been
a good vote.
From the News 15 studio, you're watching First at 4's Mayor-President Debate.
Well, good evening and welcome to a special edition of News 15, the Lafayette Mayor-President Debate. I'm Jeff Horchak.
And I'm Taylor Trichet. What do voters need to know about the type of Republican that each of you are?
I have been pro-life my entire life, strong advocate of the Second Amendment. My philosophy aligns with the Republican Party.
I've always been a fiscal conservative. I don't want to see government digging into our lives, but I do want to see government helping us.
Hey, I'm a proud Republican, but I understand that I represent everyone, and I take pride in that. But I believe in a strong border. I believe in limited government at the federal level. I think the local level should be empowered as much as it can. I believe that's where the rubber meets the road, and that's what we've been doing. I believe in life begins at conception, and that we should do everything that we can to protect life from the womb to natural death. That's my belief, and that's what we've protected.
May I say something?
Yes.
I'd like to point out that I'm the only lifelong Republican here. I've never switched parties. I've always stayed true to Republican principles and philosophies. So what you see is what you get. I'm not going to change my party when it suits me.
Today, mailboxes across Acadiana were hit with a flyer from Josh Guillory saying he was a lifelong Republican. He's not a lifelong Republican. He's changed parties twice. It's very typical of what we
2015.
get from this administration. It's just not being honest.
Look, I'm a lifelong Republican. They know that. I did switch my voting registration when I moved to Youngsville. There was a hiccup. When I switched over my address, it put me, I think, as a no party. Clearly, anybody that knows that I'm very much a conservative Republican. As soon as I noticed that error, and it was right before I voted for President Trump in the primary, can these two say the same? I don't know. A lifelong Republican.
So there's
and no one
two
believes.
changes.
Well, yeah, you changed it back because it was an error.
No, it was two changes to the same party.
Monique, the people of Lafayette see through it.
And I voted for Trump both times. I've been on panels where
That
I've
was
been
a good vote.
The governor-elect Jeff Landry will be officially sworn in as Louisiana's 57th governor on Monday. That's at 11:30 on the Capitol steps. Coming up tonight on News 15 at 9 and 10, we'll talk more with the governor-elect about the I-49 Lafayette connector, crime in the state, as well as his relationship with outgoing Governor John Bel Edwards. New Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry is eager to get right to work. The St. Martinville native comes out of the gate looking to lower surging crime numbers in the state. In fact, Lafayette is coming off a record year for murders.
Not only is the criminal justice laws have been watered down and basically coddle the criminals and don't give victims a voice, but they've got some structural problems either in a police department like in New Orleans under consent decree or in the judicial bench or with certain district attorneys.
The I-49 Lafayette connector is one of the biggest infrastructure projects on the list of many statewide. Now, Landry knows that breaking ground on this during his term would be a big feather in his cap as governor and would benefit residents all across the state.
I would tell you that we're trying to start prioritizing them and ensuring that we're addressing the needs of the state rather than just what everyone wants.
This is a scene that has happened way too often in the hub city in 2023. The new mayor-elect says she will give LPD everything they need to drive the crime numbers down in 2024.
I certainly support providing LPD with any and all tools that they need to really look at crime, to really get to the root causes of what's happening, and to be intentional about how we address it.
During the Guillory administration, LPD had 6 police chiefs. Blanco Boulay has said that she will keep the current chief, Judith Estorge, in her position. It's something the mayor-elect says is best for the city.
Judith has created some stability within the police department, and so I did not see a reason to make a change, and I think she and I can work well together. I think we will be out in the community and really trying to address some of these issues together. I want to be a support system for the police department, and I want to create, make it as strong and as effective as possible.
Now, Boulay will be officially sworn in tomorrow at 3 p.m. at the Cajun Dome Convention Center. Live in the studio, I'm Jeff Horchak, News 15.